Hey guys, it's your favorite Unc here. Go ahead and click that subscribe button below so you don't miss a single episode of Nightcap. That button right here. Come for the sports, stay for the stories. Ocho, the Pats come from behind to beat the New York Jets 25-22. They begin the season with Super Bowl aspirations, and now their playoff dreams are starting to slowly fade away. 2-6 with a 5-game losing streak. Heavily favored, the Jets came unraveled in every possible way, falling to 0-3 under Jeff Ulbrich. On the Woody Johnson decision to fire Robert Saleh after only 5 games clearly has backfired. Yeah. Pat, Devon Gaucho, is it Gaucho? On Aaron Rodgers, I think he's struggling right now. Just a Hall of Fame quarterback like that. I hate to see him go out that way. He definitely don't look the same-ish. I can run him down and catch it. Wow. Now, you remember, Ocho, we had this conversation. I say, you bring a guy like Aaron Rodgers. I say, you're hoping that the defense is exactly what they are, if not better. You're hoping the guy that you're getting is what he was, where he was at
least a little
before
bit.
You got
at least a little bit of what he was. You're not going to.
You tell me Aaron Rodgers looked like Aaron. At what part? Yeah, he can make a throw here and there, but not nearly enough. If that defense don't hold a team to 12 points, they're not winning. They're not winning. Now, I want to know what the excuse is now. Because the last 4 weeks, he has to play better.
Right. He say, listen.
You know what happens, Ocho? When you start to get old, you know what you need to do, but you just can't.
Your body can't do it no more.
The mind is willing. The body just ain't able.
Register.
I need to play better. I need to play better. And what you can do, like when you young, you can rattle off big game after big game after big game. As you start to age, they get farther and farther in between. You have one good game week 1, and then it might be week 4, 5, 6 before you have another one. And then it's week 10 before you have another one. Anybody out there, tell me Aaron Rodgers look like. Tell me that you've ever seen Aaron Rodgers look like he looks right now. But when I tried to tell you he was 40, when I tried to tell you he's coming off an Achilles injury, oh, you hating. He still got those 4 MVPs. Okay, he got those 4 MVPs. How he looking?
Yeah, it's rough. And you know what's funny? The funny thing about it is we talk about Aaron Rodgers not looking like the Aaron Rodgers we're used to seeing, especially when he was at Green Bay. If Aaron Rodgers is playing as bad as he is now, then that means the people around him have to play that much.
Have to play better. That's what happened.
To hide the handicap or the weakness that he's displaying right now.
As you get older, as you get older as a human, what do you need to get by? People to help you more. Maybe you need people to come in and help you prepare your meal, help you to get dressed, help you to drive. As an athlete, you need more talent around you. You need better receivers. You need a better running game. You need an offensive line to protect you. You need a defense that can stand on their head.
But he has the receivers, We got Devontae Adams. We have Garrett Wilson. We have Alan Lazard. You have a superstar, a star running back in Breece Hall. There should be no excuses at this point. There should be no reason why the Jets are.
Okay, so what it is? You gave me, you got Garrett Wilson, you got Devontae Adams, you got Breece Hall, you got Allen. So what's the excuse?
I don't know, but I don't know the problem.
No, it's got to be something that you just told me, chat. Y'all heard Ocho said it. He said they got better weapons than what they had for Zach Wilson. I know that's what Ocho told me. They said if we get a quarterback, we gonna be fine. You just rattle off Garrett Wilson. You just rattle off Devontae Adams. You just rattle off Breece Hall. You just rattle off Allen. Now I need to know what's the problem. If he has all those weapons,
I don't know. But everyone I just
you don't know, Ocho. Ocho, you got this. You know what it is.
In order for Aaron Rodgers to play at maximum potential, Garrett Wilson, Devontae Adams, and Breece Hall have to be that much better. They just have to be that much better.
I thought that's why they brought him in there. I thought they brought him in there to make them better. Now, because we blame Robert Saleh. He lost his job. Yeah. Nathaniel Hackett got demoted. Yeah. Okay, you just told me ain't nobody gonna say Rodgers. Everybody said Saleh.
Yeah.
Everybody said Hackett. We got Devontae. You traded and got Devontae. Yeah. You got a offensive player of the year and Garrett Wilson. I mean, rookie of the year. Ain't nobody gonna say the offense. Ain't nobody gonna say the offense.
I said the quarterback was the problem anyway. What's
the quarterback's name?
Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I said it already. I was just saying, I said Aaron Rodgers was the problem. That's why I said everyone else has to play that much better if he's not playing well. Everybody else got to be on point.
But if hold on, if that was the case, you could have kept Zach Wilson and then have everybody elevate.
I could have told you that. I could have told you that because he didn't even play this goddamn bad. They wasn't no goddamn 2-6. But also when Zach was there, the defense was all world. Defense was all boy. Hey, they were playing some goddamn ball.
If you go back and study history of defense, which I have, only one defense in the history has gotten better statistically when they were all world the previous year. The 85 Bears, as great as they were, if you go back and look at statistically. The 86 Bears was the greatest defensive system.
And the funny thing,
but they got beat. They were 14-2, and they got beat.
The funny thing about it is the 85 Bears get the credit for being the best defense.
Because they won the Super Bowl.
Okay.
You look at the 2000 Ravens, they won the Super Bowl. You look at the 02 Bucks, they won the Super Bowl. You look at the 13 Legion of Boom, they won the Super Bowl. You look at those historic defenses in Pittsburgh, they won the Super Bowl. 76 might have been the better defense of the defense they've assembled. Now you talk about a team that won 4 Super Bowls in 6 years, and you look at I think they won 74, 75, and they won 78, 79, something like. I think that's, if my memory serves me correct. That's what happened. But if that defense have any slippage, and your quarterback has slippage, it's over.
It's a wrap.
It's over. And because they don't generate enough early enough. And so the defense is constantly on the field. And now you wear them down.
That's tough.
What they have? I mean, they ran Ocho 28 for $112. That's like 4 yards a carry. That's exactly 4 yards a carry. Exactly 4. You can live with that. Rodgers was 17 of 28, 233. 233, Drake May, 3 of 6, 23 yards. He ran for a touchdown, got kicked in the back of his head. I don't know how that wasn't, because the guy was in a slide and the guy hit him in the back of the head, but that's neither here nor there. But the Jets got some issues, and you're seeing that it wasn't coaching.
The funny thing about
it wasn't coaching.
About they have issues. These issues have been arising since what? Broadway Joe? It's been the same issues. And in the time when they were successful, it was because of their defense. It's because of their defense. Their defense has always carried the Jets.
Yeah. But that's what happened. I mean, if you go back and look, and everybody like, well, if you look at the Broncos, they won the Super Bowl, yes. But do y'all remember what the Broncos offense was before that defense became that? Do y'all remember Peyton Manning? They won 13 straight. They won like 11 straight games. His first year there, he finished runner-up for the MVP. The next year, he was the MVP. 55 touchdowns, 5,400 plus yards, broke the record in touchdown and passing yards. The next year, he threw for another 39 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, and almost 4,600 yards. Okay, go back and look at Tom Brady. Did you see the numbers that he put up? But what happens when his defense couldn't stand on their head like they did in the playoffs and down the stretch his first year? Then what happened? Come on, chat. I know y'all watching. What happened when that defense couldn't stand on its head and they couldn't turn you over? And then he started to turn the ball over. That was the same defense. That was Levante David, Devin White, Vita Vea, they had JPP. They had outstanding. But as you get older, it gets harder and harder for you to summons it up, game in and game out, throw in and throw out. I'm not telling you something. You're talking about a guy that got old in the league. I thought you'd want to hear from a guy. I thought y'all said y'all like guys that played the game at a high level, won things. I'm telling you what it's like to get old. I couldn't sum it up game in and game out.